Going Beyond ESG. A comprehensive guide to understanding sustainability for CEOs. Sustainability is becoming an increasingly important topic for businesses and CEOs alike, as the global community works towards a greener, more equitable future. ESG, environmental, social, and governance, is the foundation of sustainable business practices. But there is much more to learning and understanding sustainability than ESG. This comprehensive guide to understanding sustainability for CEOs goes beyond ESG and aims to provide a thorough overview of the essential elements of sustainability and how to effectively implement them in businesses. By the end of this guide, CEOs will have a better understanding of the various aspects of sustainability and how to use them to create a more sustainable future. What is sustainability? And why is it important for businesses? Sustainability is the idea that businesses can operate in a responsible and equitable way. One that creates long-term value and doesn't harm the environment or the communities and people they interact with. Sustainability is an important topic for businesses and CEOs because it is a critical component of creating a more equitable and sustainable future. A sustainable future is critical to the health of communities and businesses. Unfortunately, many businesses have a negative impact on the environment and employees, which can create an unsustainable future. By making sustainability a core component of your business strategy, you can have a positive impact on your customers, communities, and the planet. A sustainable business is a financially sound business. Sustainable businesses outperform their less sustainable counterparts over the long term because they have access to a larger and more diverse group of stakeholders. Sustainability has become increasingly important in today's business environment as companies and organizations are facing increased pressure from consumers, investors, and regulators to address environmental and social issues. The concept of sustainability is rooted in the idea of balancing economic growth with environmental and social responsibility, in order to ensure that the needs of the present are met, without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The use of ESG as a framework for evaluating sustainability performance has grown significantly in recent years. ESG has become a widely used framework in the investment and finance industry as a means of assessing a company's risk and potential for long-term performance. It is used to evaluate a company's environmental impact, social responsibility, and governance practices, and to understand how a company manages these aspects of its business. As the awareness and importance of sustainability continue to grow, ESG is becoming an increasingly important consideration for companies and organizations of all sizes and across all industries. CEOs are expected to understand the concept of sustainability and the growing use of the ESG framework to take appropriate actions to ensure the long-term sustainability of their companies. The role of CEOs in sustainability. CEOs are essentially responsible for the overall operations and direction of their company. As such, they have the power to steer their business in a sustainable direction. The first step to creating a sustainable business is understanding the elements of sustainability and how to incorporate them into day-to-day operations. When it comes to sustainability, CEOs should be actively engaging with their employees and the communities in which they operate to identify sustainability issues and brainstorm solutions. One of the biggest ways that CEOs can contribute to the sustainability of their business is by setting and communicating clear sustainability goals. The best way to do this is through a sustainability vision. A sustainability vision is a document that outlines your company's sustainability goals and the strategies for achieving them. Integrating sustainability into business operations. Once a CEO has a good handle on the elements of sustainability and the role they play in their supply chain operations, as well as the day-to-day operations, they can begin to incorporate sustainability into their business operations. The best way to do this is to take a comprehensive approach to sustainability. A comprehensive approach to sustainability involves looking at all aspects of the business and identifying potential environmental, social, and governance considerations, as well as issues that need to be addressed. This comprehensive approach allows companies to effectively integrate sustainability into their operations and produce sustainable results. When integrating sustainability into business operations, CEOs need to consider all aspects of their business and the potential impact they could have on the environment and society. A good way to take a comprehensive approach to sustainability is to use an environmental audit. An environmental audit is a method for evaluating and identifying sustainability considerations related to a particular business or operation. So what is this ESG really? The definition and components of ESG. ESG is the foundation of sustainable business practices. It's an investment metric that tracks how a business impacts society and operates in the world. ESG is a holistic approach to measuring sustainability that takes into account a company's environmental, social, and governance performance. Environmental aspects of sustainability look at how a company impacts the natural world and the climate. These metrics track pollution produced, water usage, and greenhouse gas emissions. Social aspects of sustainability look at how a company impacts human society. These metrics track diversity within the workforce, community engagement, and employee satisfaction. Governance. The governance aspects of sustainability look at how a company is governed. These metrics track transparency within the leadership team, the quality of financial reporting, and the strength of the company's ethics. So, ESG is a widely used framework for evaluating the sustainability performance of companies and organizations. And it is commonly used in the investment and finance industry as a means of assessing a company's risk and potential for long-term performance, but it is not the only one. The limitations of ESG. While ESG has become a widely used framework for evaluating sustainability performance, it has some limitations. One limitation of ESG is that it can be difficult to compare companies across different industries, as the environmental, social, and governance factors that are relevant to one company may not be relevant to another. Another limitation of ESG is that it can be difficult to determine how much weight should be given to each of the three components: environmental, social, and governance, and how to evaluate them. For example, different companies may have different standards for what constitutes good governance, and different metrics may be used to evaluate environmental and social performance. In addition, the ESG framework may not capture all the aspects that are relevant for sustainability performance. For example, it may not include important aspects such as social inequalities, culture, or human rights. Therefore, CEOs should be aware of other frameworks and criteria that can be used to evaluate and improve their company's sustainability performance, especially if they intend to remain attractive to financing. These frameworks include triple bottom line, cradle-to-cradle, ISO 14001, GRI standards, and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Additionally, CEOs should also consider the long-term risks and opportunities that are associated with sustainability issues, such as climate change and demographic shifts, and be prepared to adapt their business strategies accordingly. Each of these frameworks has its own strengths and weaknesses and can provide a different perspective on a company's sustainability performance.